Hey, so I'm just packing real quick for my trip and figured maybe I would show what I got going on real quick. It's just kind of a last minute dash out of town. Hey bud, I don't know if he's coming. He's probably not coming this time. But yeah, so here's my truck and let's get into it. Alright, so here's my winter tub. There's Maggie wanting to eat the chickens. That's coming with, I just took it out because I swept, well actually just took the mat out and brushed it off, so I took that out. Here's like a generic camping tub, like car camping tub with like my truck tent, some propane, some hammocks, some whatever. I think there's some food in there. And really I'm just like, this is just kind of a, just pack up in like 5 minutes and roll out, so I'll probably forget some stuff. Here, this is a new purchase. This is a Mr. Buddy heater. I brought some hand warmers and stuff. This is a tri-fold pad that I throw in the back to sleep on. This is new too. Actually, I got a bunch of new stuff. I bought a Coleman sleeping bag. I thought it was a 0 degree bag. It was mislabeled, kind of misrepresentative. It's 15, so we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be too cold, really, this weekend, so we'll see how that is. I bought this random little foldable table. You'll probably see it later. I'm bringing some snow boots. I'll link to all this stuff too in the description below and let you know how it's working out for me. And then yeah, I just have other stuff in here that's always in my truck. So I have like nicer sleeping bags. I mean, that's not a nice pad. I use that for like random stuff. It's all cut up. But nicer sleeping bags and stuff for backpacking. But I just wanted to get this one. It's like big and roomy, so we'll see how that works for car camping. And we're gonna bring some wood too, because I'm guessing everything's gonna be covered in snow, and we'll see if we're gonna make a fire. And then I'm gonna bring this little guy. I just charged it up, so yeah. I think that's really it, because everything else I need for like survival type stuff's already in my truck. So I'll probably just pack up here and say goodbye to my dogs. And then I'll be on my way, and I'll try and film some when I'm out and about doing stuff. But yeah, you guys said you want to see a video of like winter snow camping. And so you'll get it.
I don't think we're gonna make it up that trail, honestly.
So we're trying to make it up there, but we went off the edge here into like 3 feet of snow, and now I'm just trying to pull them out. Hey, so we kind of made it up. We wanted to make it back up into the spot with a little more tree cover, as you can see here, and we did. It was pretty deep. Like, this is my knee right here. I put on some chains. Just had them on the rears because I have a locker, and didn't put any on the front because I only have a set. But basically had to drive up and down and kind of pack this quite a bit because we wanted to get back up here in the trees. But our buddies with more street tires might not be able to make it actually, so it's decently cold. I'm not sure, probably in the 20s. And we made it. Not to our first destination. Our first destination actually had something like a snowcat or something must have plowed it out. It had like 5 foot, 4 foot walls, and maybe a Suzuki Samurai could fit, but I don't think any of our trucks could. Some of the guys with us have big old trucks. So we hunted for a new spot that really only snowmobiles have been on, looks like. And yeah, we're all pretty much stock. I have snow tires and chains and a locker, so I was able to make it a little easier than the rest of the guys to kind of pave the way. But we made it. It's getting dark. Probably gonna be setting up our shelters in the dark though, which is funny because we're all, I'm here with 4 guys. We're all kind of using setups we've never used before. So we're hoping they all come together. Otherwise we may be cuddling together for warmth tonight. All right, well, see you later. The reason I kind of like this tent is, sorry, falling in the snow out here, because there's a little fox on it, but mainly because I can keep all my gear in it when I'm building it, so I don't have to take it out if it's raining or if it's muddy or dirty. And then this is the Diamondback cover, just folded on itself to make kind of like a shelf basically. So I'll take these tubs out, I could put them on the shelf, or I could put them outside, and then yeah, just put my sleeping stuff in and go to bed. It's really easy to set up, and that's it. Here's Brad's shelter.
Pretty hardcore.
His was hard to put up. Here's this one. It's basically an A-frame in the back of the truck. The canvas tarp. Everything super ghetto and last minute. Grabbed some top ramen and I got like some New England clam chowder. That's it for dinner. I usually get like a Mountain House or something, but sometimes you don't plan at all and you just grab random stuff and go. Got my Mr. Buddy drying off my pants here. Look at that steam. So yeah, let's see what we got in here. Here's some like trash. I grabbed some hand warmers. I don't know if I'll use them. I opened one. It's in my sleeping bag right now. And my Mr. Buddy. It's off right now, but I had it in here drying off my pants. And so here it is. I'm kind of in the back left corner, if you could imagine, of my truck. And I got my pad, my luxury pad. It's like memory foam, super nice, but I'm like, you know, I'm car camping, might as well. So yeah, I sleep on it. I got this big sleeping bag. It's the first time I've used it. I thought it was a 0 degree bag, but it's a 15 degree. So I have a liner I could toss in it if I need to, and I have a wool blanket up here that I might toss on if I need to, but we'll see. We'll see how it holds up. So underneath here, I don't know if you can see, so this is my Diamondback cover folded in half with the tray still there, and here's my feet underneath it. So I sleep with my head towards the tailgate. Here's a balaclava that I might wear if my face starts getting cold. So there's room up there, there's room under here for a 3-inch mat, plus room for my feet. And then on top of it's nice because you can put all your junk kind of. I have like my toothbrush and some stuff in here. I have my boots that are wet and all the water will just stay up here. I have some chocolate milk for the morning. Hopefully it doesn't freeze here. It may, but I don't know, we'll see. My gun up top. There's a hook in the top that I usually put a lantern, but I forgot to bring one, so I'm just using my headlamp shine at the ceiling. I could actually make it brighter to give more light in here. The water bottle, that may freeze, who knows? We'll see what freezes out here in the morning. It's in the teens right now, I think, not too bad, really. And yeah, that's it. So this is big enough for 2 people, but I'm just back here by myself right now. And if I get too cold, I could flip that Mr. Buddy on if I wanted to. It really warmed things up nice and toasty in here. I didn't sleep great. It was pretty cold. Some of my stuff froze. There's frost all over everything. There's like ice crystals on my pillow and stuff. But I stayed alright inside the bag, actually. It was down in single digits. I don't think it got below 0 though. I didn't run my heater at all at night. And I kind of had my sleeping bag up over my face, so I was probably oxygen deprived much of the night. But I'm up and I'm heating up my little tent, drying some things out, and some of the frost is starting to melt in here and stuff. I had the good sense to grab my chocolate milk and bring it inside my bag for a little bit, so it's thawed out and ready to drink. My Nalgene's frozen, and yeah, everything else is good. I slept just in my boxers with some socks on in my bag, and it was alright. It was like a little bit cold, but not too cold. Next time I might want to bring like a thin pair of like long johns or something to sleep in. That's it, really. Nothing else. Made it through the night. It's like 7:02 this morning, and we'll get up, start the day. I think I got some moisture on my lens or something. Alright, so here we are. So I'm standing on the tailgate of my truck. You can see. Now we're out here. Everyone made it through the night. I have some like balaclava lines on my face. Alright, so here's the setup. This is the tailgate folded down. It's a bunch of frost, ice that came off of my tent as I open it because there's a little humid in there. You can kind of see. And here's the shelf I was talking about, which is just the Diamondback cover flipped up. So it's kind of a nice like table area. It obviously takes away from the room you have in the tent, but also kind of adds some convenience. So kind of some pros and cons to it. My feet were alright under there. A little more room would obviously be alright when you're shifting around and moving around or whatever, but it was fine. And Mr. Buddy, I didn't run all night like I said. And that's it. This was nice. So I used this little table as a chair and kind of bent it up a little bit under there, you can see, and then I bent one of these legs, but I bent it back. I was sitting on it when it was extended out and at its weakest, so I use it as a chair, and it's alright if you sit in it like in the middle, but if you put a little weight on the side, then you'll bend it down. So this little guy, I think it works alright as a table as it's advertised, but not so good as a chair, as I found out. We're all packed up, ready to go. See you later, Snow.
I was hoping for that.
Well, the trip is over. Back in town now. Well, in town, still in the mountains because it's where I live. It was a good trip. And sorry I didn't film more, because usually when I go shooting, when I go camping, when I do whatever, it's, you know, I'm doing whatever that adventure is, and filming videos is kind of secondary. So I would have liked to film more of like the aspect of getting there and everything, but to ask one of my friends to get out of their car and wade through 3 feet of snow for my YouTube videos, they would just be like, nah, screw you. So it is what it is. Hope you liked it. I don't know if you learned anything really. Most of the gear I used, I liked. Some of it was new for the first time. Some of it was stuff I've used before, but I was happy with my tent setup. It's not a perfect setup by any means, just because of the Toyota. My Tacoma short bed is so short that it's really, I'm 5'10", and if you're any taller than me, it's kind of like, oh, I don't know. And even at 5'10", it's a little cramped. So I may, if I find myself doing more camping, I may look into other options like a rooftop tent or something like that. I still like the idea of camping kind of in or on my vehicle, so I don't have to worry about the ground and ground cover and all that. So yeah, I may explore other options. If you have recommendations for stuff like that, then feel free to let me know, or just any recommendations for any kind of truck camping gear. I always like to hear about new things. If you're a company that does stuff like that and you want me to check out your product, I'd love to. Send it on over. Shoot me an email. I'll put contact info in the video below, in the description below. I'll put links to all this stuff in the description below. I can recommend pretty much all of it. My table I mentioned, you know, kind of broke, but it's because I wasn't really using it as a table. So as a table, it's still kind of nice and compact, but for a chair, it's not the best. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys are good.